we go. Well, I don't know what's in here. I know it's a request for some help, which I really hope that I can help with, and I'm obviously just a bit worried that I won't be able to. So let's take a look. And it says, open the laptop. Approximately 5,000 amputations are carried out in the UK every year. Conditions such as diabetes and meningitis can account for up to 70% of amputations. So please watch this short video.
As a kid, before I was diagnosed with diabetes, I don't know, I guess I was just a boy. I mean, I used to do boyish things, football, out on a bike. I was never led to believe that it would really interfere with my life as I grew up. Consequently, I used to go out playing darts, drinking, I smoked, sort of did everything that a youth would do, not realising that what I was actually putting my body through was causing irreparable harm, really. A consultant advised me that I'd got a blocked artery and I had a couple of stents put into the right leg in order to save it. But then he realised that the left leg was actually deteriorating. It was basically dying, the left leg. He informed me that he was going to amputate the left leg, which he did. It was something that needed to be done, but it was something I wasn't prepared for. The chances are, with better control, I would have been in a better state of health now. I picked up an infection in the right foot, but the infection had got into the bone, and he advised me that I was going to have to go to Bedford Hospital again, this time to have the right leg amputated. That was really quite a shock. I wasn't thinking I was going to lose both of the legs. I can't walk great distances anymore, and that frustrates the hell out of me. And even getting upstairs is something that I really still struggle with. Yeah, I can make it, but it's hard work, so yeah. Swimming's been a big part of me, I guess. So obviously when I went to the Limb Centre and saw that there was actually a swimming club for amputees, it was imperative that I got there. Diana Corrick actually founded Porter. I think 2008 was the first year that Porter sponsored the swimming. I've only used it for, I don't know, 7 or 8 months. It's been tremendous for me. It was really something I need to do. I was worried about people seeing me in a swimming pool with no legs. I mean, there is a strong group of us, about half a dozen, that are there every opportunity. And there's people there that you can relate to, speak to, and find a little bit out about what's actually going on. Diana set Porter up, and they're doing so many good things for people with amputations. It's just a small thing that Porter have done for me, perhaps, but it's something that I'm really, really grateful for, and I think that Diane deserves to have her wish come true, basically.
I guess I would say that I'm feeling lucky that I don't have those issues, and just determined maybe to try and help in a small way. I personally wasn't aware that 70% of amputations really come from, you know, mainly meningitis and diabetes. And obviously what Diane does for so many people, you know, she does a fantastic job, and she changes people's lives. And that gentleman obviously was very down and very depressed, and all of a sudden he changed, his attitude changed, he became more positive, he became happier, and I think it brought him back to life again, which is fantastic. So I guess now it's time to see what my challenge is. So your wish list challenge is surprise Porter founder Diana Corrick at the charity's lifestyle exhibition in Bristol. You must source equipment which would benefit both the work and reach of the charity. And your deadline is 1 p.m. tomorrow. It's quite daunting. I know I can surprise her because I can jump out and go, hi! I really hope I can do something useful, because that would make my day. OK, so the first thing that I need to do is to get onto the World Wide Web, put in Porter, and find out a little bit more about these fantastic people. OK, so I'm looking at the contacts page now, and I can see Diana on here, but I can also see Sandy Sexton, who's the chair of Porter Trustees. So I think that probably my first port of call is going to be to get hold of Sandy and find out what they're up to at the moment.
Hello, Sandra Sexton.
Oh, hello, Sandy. It's Sharon Davies here.
Oh, hello.
I wonder if you can help me. I've been given a challenge by Celebrity Wishlist to help Porter, and I'd really like to surprise your CEO, Diana Corrick, at your One Life exhibition tomorrow in Bristol. And I wonder if you might be able to help me.
Oh, you'd be very welcome to come.
I'd love to have a chat with you. I'm in Bristol right now. Do you think we might be able to organise that?
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
OK. Well, how do we meet up?
At the moment, I'm at the sports centre over at Ashton Park, and we're doing an amputee running class. You're welcome to come along.
That would be fantastic. I'll jump in my car and see you shortly. Whilst I head over to meet Sandy, Joe Swash is in Middlesex finding out all about this week's Heartwarmer.
Hello, I'm Joe Swash, and today I'm at the Mount Vernon Hospital in Middlesex to find out about today's Heartwarmer from a very lovely man named David. Dave?
Joe?
Hello, mate. How are you?
Hello.
Lovely to see you.
Come and take a seat.
Thank you very much. So, Dave, thank you very much for having us today.
You're welcome.
So let's start off by explaining to me what you do for the charity.
I'm the business manager for the charity that supports the work of Michael's Hobel House.
And what is the Michael's Hobel House?
Michael's Hobel House is the hospice and palliative care unit based in the grounds of Mount Vernon Hospital in Norfolk.
So, who have you nominated to be our Heartwarmer today?
Dear old Len Turner.
Tell me some stuff about Len.
Len Turner's a delightful 92-year-old gentleman who's been volunteering for the charity for nearly 20 years.
What makes Len special, and what does he do for the hospice?
What makes him special? He seems to do everything. He's a member of the gardening team and has been for 20-odd years. He, at one time, looked after our aviary. He was instrumental in forming the Sobel Bridge Club.
So he's been behind a lot of the fundraising for the hospice?
He's organised and run raffles and that type of thing.
It just goes to show it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, everyone can volunteer and offer their services.
Absolutely.
I get the sense that Len's quite a lively spirit. And is he quite fun to be around?
Len brings his indomitable spirit. Everybody looks forward to seeing him, staff and patients alike. Everybody looks forward to Tuesday when Len's due in. He's just inspirational. It's just awe-inspiring.
And
he's fabulous.
He doesn't know we're here today, does he?
He doesn't know we're here today.
I've heard so much about Len. I feel like I know him. He likes his bridge. He loves his garden. And we want to give something back to him. He's warmed so many people's hearts that we feel we want to warm his heart. So what could we do for Len?
He loves his plants, and I think there's your answer.
Plants?
Plants.
Let's go.
Back in Bristol, it's time for me to find out all about Porter. Sandy?
Oh, hi.
Hello, it's lovely to meet you.
Oh, it's lovely that you came.
Thank you for seeing me at such short notice. Can you tell me exactly what Porter is?
Porter's a small charity. It's based in the southwest in Exeter. It was founded by my friend Diana Corrick, who's an amputee, and myself.
So what exactly is going on here today?
We've got an amputee running masterclass, just a small, unique session. We've got Hayley Ginn, who's from UK Athletics, who's been brilliant. She came with us to a previous masterclass and showed us how to do drills and skills with amputees. And so it's a practical learning session, a short, sharp way to try and move people on to the next level.
Is it a confidence exercise, or are you hoping to be able to aim them towards doing something sort of with a real target at the end of it?
Only their target. So if they wanted to do a little bit more running, perhaps go outside and be brave enough to run outside, through to improving their technique and prevent injury for some of the long-distance runners. We've organised 4 classes like this. We also have been involved in other sporting-type activities in the UK. We're also involved in grant work, so it's a wide range of things that we do. But there has been a specific request from people with amputation for help in terms terms of learning to run and or improving their technique.
So they've obviously been really successful, and you'd love to do more.
Yeah, we'd love to do more, but our resources were really struggling to be able to do that.
Well, thank you. It's fantastic to hear all about the charity and what you're up to, but it'd be great to meet somebody that'll be attending the exhibition tomorrow as well. Can I do that?
Oh, that would be great. I'm sure that Colin Edwards would love to speak to you. He's our trustee, and he's also an expert amputee runner. It would be great if you could meet Colin.
So, Colin, explain to me how Porter has helped you as an amputee.
Well, we do these running training classes, and these running training classes just help you raise that confidence and technique.
And I believe that Porter have also helped you with a major challenge this year as well.
So a couple of years ago, I had a crazy idea to run around the Southwest Coastal Path. 630 miles.
That's a long way.
And over 4 times the ascent of Everest, so you're actually climbing up Everest 4 times.
How long did it take you?
50 days. I'd allowed myself 63 days, but I actually did better than I thought I would.
So, Colin, have you got things to do tomorrow at the exhibition?
Yes, I'm doing a presentation about my run, which will last about 20 minutes.
And can you help me to sneak in there and surprise Diana?
I suppose the best time for you to surprise Diana is if you, when I say at the end of it, has anyone got any questions?
Shall I jump up and come on stage?
Why not?
So you don't mind me coming in on the end of your speech, and then we can do something special then?
That'll be really good. That'll be good. I look forward to it.
Well, Colin, it's been brilliant to meet you, and thank you very much for your help. I'll see you tomorrow. I better go and get busy.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Now the logistics are sorted, I'm heading back to meet the team and start sourcing equipment. Fingers crossed I can pull this off. I'm Sharon Davies, and I'm in Bristol to help a charity called Porter, who assists people who've lost limbs due to either illness or accident. I found out all about them from Andy, who suffers from type 1 diabetes.
I wasn't thinking I was going to lose both of the legs. I can't walk great distances anymore, and even getting upstairs is something that I really still struggle with. Diana has set Porter up, and they're doing so many good things for people with amputations, and I think that Diane deserves to have her wish come true, basically.
I've also spoken to Sandy and Colin, who have agreed to help surprise one of the charity's founders, Diana. Now I have all the information, it's time to gather the wishlist team and see what we can do to help. OK, what I think we need for these guys is equipment. They need trainers, just accessories, all sorts of bits and pieces that would be useful for them, but we also need to look into locations where they could maybe meet around the country.
I think we should aim for trying to get a hotel chain on board, or conference space, or... Yeah,
or sports centre. Think about access and try to make sure that we can have as many areas spread around as absolutely possible. But if we can maybe bring this idea out to the rest of the country, then that would be brilliant. 5,000 people that, you know, need our help every year. That's a lot of people.
Would you like to support a charity by offering them some free space?
Oh, some of these pictures. I guess there's Andy after he's lost his first leg. Fantastic.
Oh, not to worry. OK, thanks for your time.
No joy there?
No.
OK. And how are we doing on kit?
Well, I did find some shops which do the kit, but the problem is the short space of delivery.
Yeah.
So try to overcome that at the moment.
All right. Well, you keep speaking nicely to them on the telephone, and fingers crossed they can get it for us tomorrow. We haven't got an awful lot of time to do it. Any other ideas you've got? Throw them up. It's day 2, and the team and I were on the telephone last night making loads of phone calls, and we've managed to get some fantastic running gear delivered. This looks fantastic. What have you managed to get?
Well, York Fitness was so kind to send us through some water bottles and towels.
And Physical have sent us some T-shirts as well.
And you've got headsets and glasses and all sorts of other goodies as well.
Cooling spray, yeah, so...
Brilliant.
It was a long night.
Brilliant. Well, just before this goes down to the exhibition, I'd like you guys to go into town for me, if you can do, and get Porter something just a little bit special.
Of course.
Back to Joe now to meet our heartwarmer, volunteer Len Turner.
Earlier on today, I met a lovely man called David, who's a business manager here at the Michael Sobel House, and he told me about a lovely man called Len Turner, who's 92 years old. So I'm here to surprise him, to thank him for all the hard work that he's done. So let's go. Come on. Hello. Hello, is your name Len?
Yes.
Hello, Len. My name's Joe, and I'm off the telly, and the reason we're here today is to say a big thank you for all the hard work, time and effort that you've put in to the hospice.
I'll see you later, David.
And we'd like to find a little bit more about you and why you got involved.
I got involved just over 20 years ago when my wife died.
OK.
And then when she died, I was visited by one of the outreach people. In the conversation, they happened to mention about the lovely garden that they had here. Apparently, they just started getting a volunteer team together, so I was encouraged to come along and have a look. And I met some very nice people who were making up a gardening team.
Yeah.
And so I joined them. From there, I've done all sorts of things.
So we think it's about time for all the hard work and love and dedication that you've put into the hospice.
Well, I've got so many friends here.
Yeah.
That it's all part of life and it's all part of me, keeping me going.
Well, we want to thank you for all your effort.
You don't have to thank me.
We're going to thank you anyway.
It's me that thanks them.
Look, we've got you a nice little surprise. Dave's told us that you like a little bit of gardening. So, do you want to have a little look what we've got you? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave Dave alone, all right? You told us that you like the garden and you like flowers, you like the outdoors. So then we thought we'd give you a selection of flowers. What do you think?
I'm just working out the amount of work it's going to be.
That's exactly what I said to him, Len. We've got you a lovely section of flowers.
Who's doing all this then?
Well, we're giving it to you. Everybody, everyone that's involved, everyone at home, for all the hard work you've done. We think it's time that you got something back.
Well, all I can say is thank you very much. Myself, I don't think I deserve all this.
You do. You definitely do.
Because I've had the benefit from my years here.
Mm-hmm.
I have gained from it.
Yeah.
It's been a second life for me. And so I should be thanking these people.
I think you underestimate the impact that you bring to this hospice, your energy, your spirit, just yourself. You're so highly thought of around here. So we give Len a round of applause for all this hard work, everyone. Well done, Len. You're an inspiration to everybody.
Why was I born so beautiful? Why was I born at all?
You are a beautiful man. Isn't he a beautiful man?
Oh, thanks, Joe. Now time for me to meet some very special people. Well, we're on our way to the exhibition hall, and everybody should be in there now, doing their thing. And I have to say, I'm very excited about being able to surprise Porter and Diana, of course, for all the hard work, and hopefully just being able to do a little bit of something which makes their job a tiny bit easier. OK, let's go do this.
Fossils, Penzance Pirates.
Right now, we're backstage, and all the guys and girls have got their kit here. Colin's doing his speech, and we're about to bamboozle him any moment.
The fauna and flora.
Colin! Hiya. I would love to call on the lovely Diana Corrick to come up and join me. Where is she? Diana? There she is. There she is. I can see her. She's the only lady that I haven't met yet. Oh, so nice to meet you. Right. Now, I was given a little bit of a challenge from Celebrity Wishlist. Right. And my challenge was to come along and help your organisation, Porter. And part of what you want to do is to share this information, to let people know that 5,000 new amputees per year need help, and they need information to be passed about. You want to encourage people to be involved and be active and help them to be more mobile, and so you run your masterclasses and all sorts of things. But you also need locations. So what we've managed to do for you is to get 5 locations around the country, at Jury Inns, city centre conference spaces, all right, in Birmingham, Glasgow, London, Bristol and Liverpool, so that you can hold events and pass all this information on. How do you feel about that?
It's amazing.
Having those venues means that we won't have to lay out thousands of pounds to pay for those venues, and we can then concentrate on providing more services, giving more grants to amputees and organisations. So thank you so very much.
You're very, very welcome. Now, apart from the 5 venues that we've managed to get you, we thought some equipment might be a good idea too. So with the help of my team, who've been absolutely amazing, we've managed to get you all sorts of goodness
Come on,
things.
Sandy.
Where are you, Sandy? Come on down. Come and join us as well, because you're part of the conspiracy. We've got water bottles, we've got headsets, we've got T-shirts, we have got fluid bottles, we have got all sorts of things, and we've got at least 50 of everything.
The gifts for the running clinics, you know, those gifts are things that we have to fund or we need to get sponsorship for, so it's just going to make life so much easier for us.
That is amazing. Like, it means so much, and I don't think people will realise the difference it'll make.
One huge round of applause for Diana, please. So have you enjoyed it today, Diana? Because I have to say, I've loved it.
I have, but as I said earlier, I'm not terribly impressed with my team.
Well, this is my partner in crime,
yes.
Sandy, from yesterday.
It would be. But what an amazing surprise for the charity, absolutely, and we are so grateful.
What do you think of all the kit? Because it looks fantastic all laid out here, doesn't it?
It does indeed. We're just really grateful, and we'd like the people who donated it to know it really will make a difference.
Well, yesterday, when I was at the masterclass, I have to say I was very impressed, particularly with Hayley, who was working with your amputees. I was kind of thinking, well, as an athlete, we like to record what we do so that we can play it back, because sometimes we don't believe that someone says we're not lifting our elbow like we're supposed to. What we thought might be quite useful, so we haven't quite finished your surprises yet, is that a couple of video cameras might be quite useful, mightn't they?
Oh my goodness! That will mean so much to them, won't it?
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Little present.
Oh, that's so really nice of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I feel just a little bit proud that I've been able to do something, and being a West Country girl, helping a West Country charity to get their message out to the rest of the country. I think whenever I work with charities, it's a really good thing to stand back and say, today I'm not going to go and complain about anything, because I'm very lucky. You know, these people are passionate about what they do the same way that I was passionate about my sport. And if there wasn't people like Diana out there, we'd all be worse off.
A Blackpool hotelier's take on a private members club may not be quite up to Alex Police's standards. The new series of The Hotel Inspector continues tonight at 9, which is straight after New Gadget Show, and that's next.